Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm Cody the Coin Raptor, and I want to talk to you today about some chart TA, starting with Bitcoin and something very important that I want you to keep watch of, and that is the resistance line I've drawn right here, daily resistance, on the RSI at about 52-ish, 52, 51 and a half, somewhere in this range right here. And so what we've seen in the last couple of days, or in the last couple of months, I should say, is Bitcoin's reluctance to push above this resistance level on RSI. When we see this all the way going all the way back to let's say early June, about the start of June, really late May, you can see here that multiple times it has pushed up and has been rejected by this level. Now, there was a very short amount of time, about maybe 2 or 3 weeks, where it did go above this level for a little bit here, again, maybe 2 or 3 weeks or so, but then it was rejected and it went right down below this level again, okay? And then we had one quick spike here for a couple of days back in September. So the significance of this level right now is to show that there is significant buying pressure. There is significant enough demand to push Bitcoin higher. All right. So if we actually look back, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit here and go back to the start of the bull market. Okay, and that's going to be back here in January. So we can see that back in January, if you look at this level, you've seen that there are several months that Bitcoin sits above this level. Okay, so again, going back here to say October of 2020, we can see here during the start of the bear market, or during the start of the bull market, we have Bitcoin pushing above this RSI level and maintaining that level for several months. Okay, several months. It comes down here, it tests it, and then it bounces back up again to all the way up to 87, right? And that's that big run up we saw there, January of 2021. All right. So this is something worth paying attention to. This level here, this level at about 52-ish on the RSI, on the daily RSI. If Bitcoin can actually push above this level and maintain it for several months, that would be very bullish. And I will definitely be watching for that, seeing if it'll happen. However, we're in a bear market right now. And right now it's acting as a strong resistance point. It's seen multiple times, multiple rejections. And right now it is right almost at that point. It's about 48 or so. And I expect that right now it's not going to be able to push through that level. We'll see if anything changes, but I still like Bitcoin as part of this descending triangle pattern that I've outlined right here. And not much really has changed in the past couple of days. And my understanding right now of Bitcoin and the charting process here is that Bitcoin, let me zoom in a little bit. Bitcoin is stuck in a sideways channel. It's been stuck in the sideways channel for the past 4 or 5 days or so. The sideways channel is about 19,650 down to about 19,000 or so. And it's going to keep chopping into this sideways channel until eventually it breaks to the upside or breaks to the downside. And the way it's looking right now is it's looking like it's going to break to the downside. Now, this can definitely change. Anything with Bitcoin can change right on a dime. And if it does happen, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter if you get a chance. I'll try to give you my most up-to-date analysis on crypto and on Bitcoin. And right now, I think we're definitely coming back, again, back to this level of first the, let's say, 18,900, and then further below that level, probably about 18,700. So I think right now, the short-term bear trend is still intact. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Zoom out a little bit here in Ethereum. Ethereum's still in its own descending triangle, its own downwards triangle here. And we had a little bit of a pop today because the markets strongly rallied a little bit, and so Ethereum recovered just a little bit here. And if we extend this channel down a little bit, we can see that it pushed right through the top of that channel. However, I am not entirely convinced that it's out of this channel. I want to see it continue for longer than just a couple of hours, and I want to see it push higher from this point and make a series of higher highs and higher lows. Until then, it's still looking like everything for Ethereum is still very bearish for the short term. Zoom out a little bit here. We can see that the Ethereum RSI is at another resistance point here at about 41, and that's a level that it has not been able to break in, let's say, the last 2 weeks or so. So that's something I'm going to watch out for as well. The RSI resistance here at 42, that's also really important. But for now, again, I think that Ethereum is going to come back and it's going to retest the bottom end of this trend line at about 1238. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the dollar index. Dollar index still pushing out very strong. It's had a little bit of a pullback, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue, and I think it's going to continue to provide some downward selling pressure on Bitcoin. Also, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We haven't looked at that in a little while. However, Bitcoin dominance seems to have hit its head on this 41.5% resistance level. Now, I think that it's probably going to wind up pushing through, especially as Bitcoin goes lower, or as the broader crypto market goes lower. Bitcoin dominance is going to go up, and people are going to move their investments away from something like Ethereum and like altcoins, and then move into Bitcoin instead to kind of try to hedge their bets and try to prevent the devaluation of their assets. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our Ethereum dominance as well. Ethereum dominance has been clinging for support here at this about 17.5% level here. And for now, it looks like it's holding. However, again, if we see a downward move in the prices, we could definitely see it break through this level and then return back to where it was back in June. And that would not be very bullish for Ethereum at all. That would be more bullish for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, that would be actually pretty disastrous because it hasn't gone back to those. It hasn't been at those levels since the mass capitulation event back in June. All right. Now, if we actually go ahead and take a look at the, I'm going to return back here to Bitcoin. I also want to focus on the funding rate here for a minute. We have the funding rate pulled up here, and the funding rate right now is showing me that longs are dominant for Bitcoin. And I've been talking about this possible bull trap that's forming here, and it really seems like it hasn't occurred just yet. We've seen a little bit of a move down in the past couple of days. However, we have yet to see a mass a huge trap like what happened here on September 27th. I still expect that this is going to happen unless we get a larger amount of this negative funding rate, which would largely mean that the shorts are in control. Right now, longs are dominant, longs are in control, and I think the possibility of a bull trap still exists. Now, in order to kind of prevent that, what you would have to see is a huge number of these red candles here at the bottom here. Again, you'd have to see shorts take control of the market, and then that would basically flip everything on its head. This is something I'm monitoring fairly often, so if I see any change to this, I'll definitely make sure I let you guys know. All right. But that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this content, please let me know. Like, subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter. All right. This is Cody the Coin Raptor. Have a nice day.